Hi everyone, thank you for joining me on another episode on Sunnylanka. I'm your host Priya, and today I wanted to thank all of you for your support and encouragement over the past years that has helped me to reach out over to a thousand subscribers from all over the world, more than 50 countries around the world. I started this channel as a hobby, and there weren't too many YouTube channels at the time featuring Sri Lankan food, and then I kind of lost interest along the way. But over the last 2 years, while I was in Sri Lanka, I really wanted to share all its beauty and especially the delicious food with all of you. Today, I'm bringing a very special and easy treat as a celebration of the occasion, and that will surely tickle your taste buds and make your sweet tooth smile. And that is coconut rocks, a favorite and almost a staple at festivities in Sri Lanka. It's so easy to make, so let's get started.
This is about the easiest recipe that you can do, and it is so popular that I've tried to make some substitutions from the real version just to make it even more easy. Okay, so instead of the freshly grated coconut, I'm using desiccated coconut, 2 cups. You could use a little more than 2 cups, that'll work as well. 2 pods of cardamom, which I have ground into a fairly fine powder. 1 can of condensed milk, and I will know if I'm going to be using all of that or not as I pour it in. 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and try to use vanilla extract and not essence because it does have a stronger flavor. Food color of your choice. We're just going to be using a couple of drops of that. 1 teaspoon of butter, and I have here a small dish. This is about a 4 by 7 dish that I have greased, and you could use a larger dish, except your candy will not be as high up. So a small rectangular dish and some wax paper to help with the whole process. So let's begin. Okay, on a medium low flame, I'm going to add in first the butter. And just swirl that around a bit. Put in your coconut. And just to rehydrate the coconut, I will need to add in a little bit of water as well. So first I'm going to add in my condensed milk. Okay, now once I've emptied out the the condensed milk, I am going to add in just a little bit of water, and this is to help rehydrate the the coconut, the desiccated coconut, and I'm just using the same condensed milk can so as to get the most of it. There we go. Okay. I can put in my vanilla essence, basically just dumping all of the ingredients in there except the food coloring. That was my cardamom powder, and now we're just going to keep mixing it until everything sort of gets incorporated and till it thickens up, which is going to be a good 15 to 20 minutes. So I'll tell you how long it takes starting now. Now, instead of the condensed milk, the traditional way is to add in fresh grated coconut with sugar and water, do a syrup, and put in a few drops of milk and the vanilla and the cardamom. The cardamom is optional. Some people don't like the strong flavor, but Sri Lanka has a lot of spices, and I just wanted to use the cardamom first because I like it, and also because I think it highlights this as a Sri Lankan dish. So I'm just going to keep stirring it, and you know, you don't want the heat on too high, so medium is good. Medium low is good. And this will take a while, so just don't leave it and go away. You gotta watch it. So it's very easy, simple ingredients, basically two main ingredients: the condensed milk and the coconut. And yeah, you will have a sweet that you can enjoy for a few days. Okay, so it seems like you can tell, well, it's kind of hard for you to tell, but when you watch the pot closely, it'll start to pull away from the sides, so you know it's ready. And what I'm going to do is basically just roughly divide the mixture into half. And I still have the flame on, but I'm going to just drop the heat down to low. I'm going to take out half of the mixture into my tray here. And then kind of just flatten it. Okay. And then the rest of the mixture I have here on the stove. I'm going to add in my few drops of food coloring. A nice pale green is usually desirable. It makes for nice color. In Sri Lanka, coconut rock is usually in white, green, and pink. So those are the popular colors, but you can go crazy and have whatever color you like. So I'm just going to mix it in, and the reason I had the heat on is it just helps mix in the color easier. So there, that's a nice green. It's like a minty green. Okay, so now I can turn the heat down, or turn it off rather. But I'm going to have to flatten this out a little more. So just to press it down. And basically what we're doing is creating two layers of the candy. I hope you can see that. Okay. And now I will put on the next layer. Sorry, I know my pan is in the way. Just give me a second there. There. Okay. And I'm just going to squish it out as much as I can. And this pan worked out to be the perfect size. I wasn't sure about that, but there we go. And just scoop. Make sure your hands are clean if you're doing this. Right. Okay, so now using the wax paper, just move that frame here. using the wax paper, I'm just going to press down everywhere just to make an even top. Peel back the wax paper. There you go. Okay. And I'll let this sit now for about half an hour until it sets just a little bit, so then we can cut it into squares before we let it harden all the way through. Okay, so now it's been a half an hour and I'm just going to score these so that we can have them in squares later on. And if I just eyeball it here, I think I can make 3 lines down that way, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so using a greased knife, I can just cut through. Try not to disturb too much of it. So it's made 15 squares. Depending on the size of your container, you could make between 15 to 20 squares. Okay, so now I'm just going to let these set in the fridge overnight. I'll wrap them in some saran wrap and have it sitting in the fridge.
So there you go, folks. Simply easy and delicious coconut rocks. I've made it in 2 colors, but you can try it in different colors and even different shapes. It hardens overnight and then can be stored up for up to 2 weeks in the fridge in an airtight container. So do try it today and do share with me and let me know how it turns out for you. And hope you enjoyed this video, and if you haven't already done so, please do subscribe and give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to leave me your comments, questions, and suggestions below, and you can also write to me on sunnylanka09@gmail.com, and I'm also on Facebook at Sunnylanka Sri Lankan Homestyle Cooking. So thanks for watching and stay tuned for many more recipes to come, and until next time, Ayubowan.